You can see these are two small subdivisions right here between Lake Monticello and Zion Crossroads. And because you're between those two, it puts you in a great position. You have Walmart and Lowe's right here at Zion's Crossroads, and you've got a Food Line right over here at the back gate of Lake Monticello. So it's really a wonderful, convenient location where you actually have food shopping here and here. You've got restaurants around Lake Monticello, restaurants around Zion's Crossroads. So a great beginning location with a 20, maybe to 25-minute commute wherever you're going into Charlottesville. What a great starting point. Now let's move on in for a little closer look. You can see right here, these are the two subdivisions again, the smaller one, Mountain Meadows and Sycamore Landing right there. You can see where it sits between Lake Monticello, Zion's Crossroads, and your driving time into Charlottesville. So let's focus a little closer in here and see what we got. And let me bring in the satellite image so we can see what's going on. Let's start with Mountain Meadows. You can see right here. The nice thing about this little subdivision, by the way, it is a Liberty Home subdivision. Every home in there, practically, I think there may be one or two that's not, but most all are Liberty homes. And you can see it's all open kind of farmland. It's just a beautiful little piece of open farmland. Let's start at the entrance right here. I want to focus on the sizing of these homes, as you can see right there. So most of these are smaller homes. That one there and this one here, they're going to be smaller footprints, probably like something between 1,700, 1,800 square feet. And then you get some bigger ones too. You can see big wide open yard spaces here. Some people have chosen to fence in their yards. And as we go down the hill and come back up over here on the first cul-de-sac, and you can see, again, some people fenced in, some people didn't. They just put a pool in over here. So most of these are the smaller homes and without garages. So you'll see those when they come on the market, if they do, in 2025 this year, if any come on the market and they're just the individual homes with no garage, those are going to be the best priced products. Hopefully in this year, then they'll be somewhere maybe in the mid to high 300s. These bigger homes, then that's going to be higher than that price range, that's for sure. But you can see there's quite a few of them in here that are the smaller footprint with no garages. Some of them do, but the majority is that. So that'll just give you a quick idea of how that layout is. Now let's go down the street. Let me back out a little bit. It's going down the street over here to Sycamore Landing, and that's why I chose these two, is because they're so close together. So I got to point out first, the cool thing about Sycamore Landing is when you come in, the big view is the pond or the lake right here at the beginning. It is a big fishing pond. This is right off of North Boston right here. You come in the main entrance, and the first thing you see is this big fishing pond. And I don't know if I can see if there's any fish in there. I don't know what those spots are, but anyway, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that's a very nice pond, and it's yours. You get to use that fishing pond in Sycamore Landing. So in Sycamore Landing, we have a bigger variety of homes. So you notice here on Indigo Lane, you've got some homes that are actually quite substantial. That's a big house. You've got some big houses throughout here, and then down on Larkspur, these are all bigger homes. Some of the smaller ones, and Liberty built a few in here as well. That's a smaller one there. Now again, no garage. So if that came on the market, it would be at a good price. This one with no garage, this one with no garage. You can just see the smaller footprint versus the bigger footprints and the different price structures, which we'll get into in a minute. I'll show you some of the price structures that have been in here. And then finally over here on Partridgeberry, some of these were the more recently built smaller homes, smaller homes, smaller homes. So this is a very affordable community, but it's got variety. Bigger home, bigger home, bigger home. So some of these are going to be, maybe in the mid threes to high threes. But when you get into these bigger homes, some of these are probably going to be popping into the 4s and the 5s. So it has a bigger variety. Again, down the end of Indigo Lane here. And it's really nice, all backed up by woods and trees. So it's got a very country wooded feeling to it. But again, you can see the variety in there. Now let's look into the sales data in both the subdivisions. The first thing you're going to see is there's not much. There just isn't. You're going to see from the limited sales data in both these subdivisions that there's only going to be a few homes on the market every year. So right here, these are the 3 last recorded sales in Mountain Meadows. I actually had that sale myself. That one, this is a smaller home. It sold in 2024. It was 1366 square feet, so it was a very small but a very nice little home. Sold at 302. You can see that right there. Over here is one that sold the year before. It was a bigger home, 2,500 square feet. It sold at 337. If that came back on the market today, it would be at a higher price than 337 in this year, 2025. And this one sold 3 years ago. So you can see, boy, not many come on the market. It was only 269.9, and that was 1,608 square feet. So if that was on the market today, that would be a higher price as well. So the thing I want to say about Mountain Meadows is there is a chance that you can, in 2025, if anything comes on the market, it could be in the mid to high 300s. Now, let's go over here. This is the 4 last sales out of Sycamore Landing. And these were spread over the last 2 years. And the first one you see is a 1,720 square foot. This is a really nice house with it almost is like a 2-car garage. It actually went for $385. Here's another one. It looks definitely a 1-car garage. Same square footage, very close, but sold at the same price, $385. This is one I actually sold over in on Indigo Lane. It was a smaller footprint, 1,640 with no garage, and you can see that one closed at $335. And then we have this big one. This is a great big house, 2,400 square feet finished, 2-car full garage with bonus room above, and you can see that one went all the way up at $440. So Sycamore Landing will have a more variety. You might find some stuff in the mid to high 3s, but chances are you're going to have some hitting into the 4s and even the 5s to some of the big ones. But here's the issue. There's not that many homes, but I want to tell you, don't despair. There are others. The reason I chose these 2 subdivisions to show you guys is that they're both so close together, about 20 minutes out. There are a lot of other subdivisions scattered all around town that are not focused on because they're small, like these. But when you add them all up, that's a lot to search with. So you have the ability every month, every year, that some properties like these can come on the market and actually be available for you. So also, if you'd like a custom search set up for any specific areas, just drop me a comment below or reach out to me. It's real easy to set that up for you. All right, next up is a drive-through tour. Hey, if you like this video, smash that like button for me, or just subscribe if you want more local videos like this one. My name is Maury, and I've helped both buyers and sellers all around Charlottesville since 1990. Your perfect home is waiting. Let's go find it together.